Jeff, are you ready? Are you ready?
Verbal agreement or affirmative.
Jeff, are you ready? It looks like a B2, doesn't it? It looks like a B2, doesn't it? Well, it's not a B2. Look at the fin setup. It's a Cheater 5. All right, but they're close. They're related. Actually, the Cheater 5 gave birth to the B2. Welcome to the Real Board Loft, everyone. I'm Forman, and today we're going to be talking about the Rawson Cheater 5. And there's a couple boards in the Rawson lineup that have Cheater 5 in the name. There's the standard Cheater 5, which is what we're going to review today. And there's also a longer, stretched out, leaner, more foiled out version of this board called the Cheater 5 Gun. And that's available in 8.6 and longer, and typically you're going to see this board 8.6 and smaller. And if you had two 8.6s side by side, Cheater 5 would be a little bit wider and a little bit thicker for that 8.6 length. All right, talking about the Cheater 5, this is Rawson's mid-length, and it has a 2+1 fin setup. Really foiled down rails. Like if you look at like how much Pat is pulling the rails down, there's a lot of foam taken out of it. And like this board's 3 inches thick in the center. It's a 7.0, 21, 3 inches thick. And but you can see how much foam is pulled out of the rail. The other thing that you'll notice is pretty wide points, you know, pretty far forward, and like just the kind of overall board like is here. It's like kind of right here, and then it, you know, it goes into that classic, cannot deny the awesomeness of it, Rawson pintail in the back. And so having, you know, more foam under your chest and having that, you know, more width and more thickness like kind of in this area right here is one of the reasons that you can cheat 5 on this board and get so far forward on it when you're surfing it. It's just, it has more platform for you to get up there. As far as the performance on this board, you know, this is a good all-around mid-length. I mean, you can use it in basically anything, like from small surf to like juicing surf, because if it has a pintail, if it has a Rawson pintail on the back, you know it's going to kind of work in anything. But having a little bit more width and thickness and having the nose and having a little bit flatter rocker is where it's going to get its small wave performance out of as well. It is a good wave catcher. I wouldn't put it at the top of the wave catchers, but I would say it's average or a little bit above average as far as like catching waves compared to some of the other mid-lengths that are out there. As far as the confidence and the hold of the board, I would put it at the top. As far as the maneuvering, like really good turns, it's just got like a Rawson flow to it is the best way to describe it. Like it's got confidence, hold, drive, momentum. So rather than I don't know, just having something that's not going to feel like any of those things, like this it just feels solid underneath your feet. Rode this thing in a pretty wide variety of waves, from small to overhead, and also loaned it out quite a bit. That's like one thing I've been trying to do, is like keeping a bunch of boards in the truck and loaning them out. And everybody that we loaned it out to as well came back like, yeah, man, that thing feels really solid, really confident. And on the set waves, like where I thought it wasn't gonna hold, it still held on the set waves. So Cheater 5s, again, like these boards are typically going to be available 7.0 up to 8.6. And then the guns, again, 8.6, I think 9.9 or 9.8 or 10 something is the biggest that we've had in those. As far as fin setup on this board, it comes stock as a 2+1. It can be ridden as a single fin. You've probably seen a lot of footage of and photos of John Peck at Christensen Surfboards. He's got a Cheater 5, but he has his set up as a single fin. So you can ride it as a single fin. You can ride it as a 2+1. Right now I've got a True Ames Greeno 4A in the back, 7.5, and then the SB1 side bites. I would say like this is the most fin that you would want to put in it, 2+1. I could probably go down, in this template, I could probably go down to a 7 in the Greeno, or go a little bit further forward on the fin. But this is a good all-around setup. I had a 7.5, I threw it in there, and I would say overall that would work. I could probably even get away with riding the 7.5 as a single, or the 8 as a single in the 4A. Just a good, you know, the 4A is legendary. It's like one of the Trim's like most popular, famous fins. And the side bites, the 3.5-inch side bites. Another fin set, like again, just plug it in and go, because you know, we talked about in a previous review of the Werner Roadster, we talked about like how many combinations there are on 2+1s. So A lot of these 2+1s are coming as a set, like where you buy the single and the side bites combined in one set, so you're not like kind of guessing. That Werner 2+1 would also work really well in here and also have a little bit less area than this 4A. And so that's a 7-inch center and 3.7 sides. This board is a resin tint. It's got a flag blue resin tint on it, gloss and polish, so like a higher end Rawson finish. And just a really good all around, easy to surf, super confident, smooth, flowing mid-length. And again, I would put this thing kind of in the turners as far as it does trim. You can cheat 5 on it, do like some cheater 5s on it, but you know, this board likes to be in motion and likes to be turned. I would say you can get a little bit further forward on it than most mid-lengths, just because of that concentration of the width and the thickness up forward, but just a really good all-around board. I mean, like kind of what you would expect from Rawson in a mid-length. So if you have any questions about this board, about the Cheater 5, or you'd like to place an order for one of our stock Cheater 5s or a custom order, you can always give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or look us up online, realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.